Good morning. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice. But I had such an poignant interaction this morning that I knew I needed to record it and share it. um, there's a lot of stigma that comes with getting into the music industry, the hip hop industry, the entertainment industry, and it's been really fascinating. And I've had so much fun, and I've learned so much. So often, what I think I know, I don't know. And there are so many mitigating circumstances going on that it's impossible to know what's going on with someone else or what's going on in someone's mind. So I've really taken to communicating with people very, very openly and honestly and unemotionally. So often I feel like, especially in the fashion industry, and also in the music industry, people get really emotional. They take things really personal, and that really has nothing to do with it. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was nothing is personal. Not even relationships. You can't take anything personal because people are not against you. They are purely for themselves. Darwinism. So recently, I had a local promoter who I have supported for over a year invite me to several shows, like 4 or 5 shows. Invite me via Facebook, via this. They're charging to get in the door, and I was invited as a guest. He wanted me to come, but 4, 5, 6 times, I want to say, in the past 2, 3 months, there have been events with other performers that I've performed with at this person's open mic, and they're like, they just invite me, and I'm never invited to perform. So I got invited to another event, and I was like, look, I just called him. And I was like, look, why do you invite me to these things if you don't ask me, if you're never going to ask me to perform? Don't you think that would hurt my feelings? Or, why wouldn't you ask me to do that? And this person said, well, I just thought you were just a poet. And I was just like, wow. And I don't think that they meant it that way, and I don't think it's malicious. And like I said, it's not personal. It's nothing against me. It's feedback. It's valuable feedback. And so I asked mom, like, why do you think that? Why do you think that I'm just a poet? Why? I've been performing, I've been rapping over beats. We've talked about writing rhymes together. And I've been doing that for months, for 6 months at your open mics. And you still can't see me as anything other than a poet? I'm dropping a mixtape in like 2 weeks. I've been telling you that. You've known that for months. I said, so how do you the first time I ever met you, he said, was at a poetry thing. So I guess I just always think of you as a poet. Now, I'm going to break that down logically, right? I'm going to think about that. I've performed in front of this person, this promoter, dozens of times. Dozens. Like, not like once a month or something like that. We're talking probably at least twice a month for the last year. This person has seen me perform at one of their events. So I just that doesn't make any sense. So the first time you saw me as a poet, and then for the last 6 months, I've been doing nothing but rapping with the occasional poem, maybe here or there. And you still don't see me as anything other than a poet? That doesn't make logical sense. If you can give me great feedback as to why I might be perceived one way or the other, bring it. I love it. Even if it's not necessarily what I want to hear, I still want to hear it. And I'm going to be grateful about it. I will be very grateful. I am very grateful for any of that feedback. I want to know more. I want to know how to get better at rapping, at hip hop, at all that stuff. I'm going to start making my own beats because everyone around here who makes beats is kind of flaky unless you pay them like $400 a beat, which that would cost me $5,000 to put out an album. That doesn't make any sense. Not in this day and age. So I'm gonna make my own. I'm working on making my own beats, and I'm not gonna take it personal. And I'm going to seriously reconsider attending that person's events. It would be more beneficial to me to do something live, to work on my YouTube account, to drive to Flagstaff or LA or Colorado or wherever and do open mics there, even if there's not one here. Because I just don't invest my time in people that don't see me for all that I can be. I don't invest my time in people that don't respect what I'm doing, that don't really hear me. Because if you really think that all I am is a poet, and you've seen me perform dozens and dozens of times over the past year, then you're not really listening. And that's okay. That's all right. It's no big deal. I don't take it personal. Most people are not going to see the value in someone who's a truly passionate, prolific artist until they're already well known, right? It's the few that really see, oh my, they don't need the masses to tell them that I'm a rapper, because they see it and they hear it and they feel it. And that's all that matters. So those are the people that I want to focus my energy and my joy and my enthusiasm on, and my time. Not the people who say, oh, I just thought you were still a poet, after knowing me for over a year, and seeing me perform over and over and over to some of the most mainstream beats there are. So that's my advice to all your artists out there. Do not hold on to people, no matter how valuable they may seem to be to your career, your profession, your creativity. No one is worth hanging on to if they don't see you for who you are, let alone for who you can be. See, I want to be around people who are like, hey, you should do comedy too. You should do you can do anything. Shit, you're those are my people, and I've met those people there, and oh my gosh, the energy, the joy. It's so exciting, and it's nothing but abundance. When you meet people like that, it's nothing but abundance. It's nothing but, oh my, there's so much, you know? So much energy, so much joy, so much enthusiasm, so much possibility, so many connections, so many opportunities. It's when people start to pigeonhole you and reduce you. Well, you're a poet and you're this, and I just didn't think you'd fit in with that crowd, or I didn't think you'd want to go, or I didn't think you'd want to do that. Then I don't think I really want to invest my time in you and what you're working on right now. And that doesn't mean I think bad things about you. That doesn't mean I don't think that you're, that doesn't mean I think that you're, doing something wrong. I mean, I think if you were a better business person, you'd want to work with me. And it just is what it is. So much love. Find your people. Love them hard. And find your people that see for everything you are and everything you can be. That's what's important. I love you guys. Have a great day.